Hey there, it's Seb Frey the Realtor here. Now, what would you say if I told you that home prices in the Bay Area are on their way back up again? Well, if that would be interesting news to you, then you definitely want to watch this video. You know, one of the great things about working at Compass is that every month we get this incredible set of real estate market reports, and it's for the entire greater San Francisco Bay Area. And actually, there's a national report as well, but I mostly concern myself with the greater Bay Area. And this month, guess what the numbers said? The numbers said that home prices have started going back up again for some Bay Area counties. And of course, Santa Clara County is the county that I consider to be the bellwether county. Where Santa Clara County goes, the others will follow. So it was very interesting to see that home prices in Santa Clara County in August of 2023 had gone up versus August 2022. In fact, it was the first time in 9 months that home prices actually rose in Santa Clara County. In fact, they rose not by just a little bit, but by 13% year over year to a median price of $1.825 million for single-family home sales in August of 2023 in Santa Clara County. Now that is really stunning news because the prevailing wisdom has been that we are in a declining market, that, values shot up so high during the pandemic and those low interest rates that the market was bound to come crashing down. There's been a lot of buyers who are waiting for the market to collapse. There's been a lot of forecasters and talking heads who have said, oh yeah, the market is on its way down. And in fact, they were right. For 9 months in a row, prices were down year over year. But now we have, in August in Santa Clara County, prices are up, dare I say, sharply? Yeah, they're up pretty sharply. I mean, 13%, that's not as sharp as it gets, but yeah, you know what? That's a pretty steep increase. So what exactly is going on here? Well, first of all, while I did say that Santa Clara County is what I consider to be the bellwether county for the Bay Area, it doesn't necessarily mean that all other counties are going to be doing the same thing that Santa Clara County is doing right now, or that they will be doing that in the months to come. So let's take a look at some of that yummy, crunchy Compass data, and we'll begin by looking at Santa Clara County. In this chart, we're looking at the Santa Clara County year-over-year house price change, and there you can see 9 months in a row from November 2022 through July 2023. For each month, prices were down year over year until all of a sudden, August, it's up 5%. Now, I had told you previously that prices were up 13% because Compass actually uses a 3-month rolling average for its prices. So in this chart here, we're looking at the 3-month rolling average was up by 5% in August 23. But when we are looking just at August only, not a 3-month rolling average, we see that prices were in fact up by 13% year over year. And in fact, where do you see that? You see that in this chart right here. This chart right here shows you August 2023. There's no numbers on the chart, but it is $1,825,000 was the price there in August 23, and that is up 13% from August of 2022. Now, this next chart here is Contra Costa County, and it shows you that the median home price is in fact down by 1.8% to $835,000 versus $850,000 a year ago. Rolling right along, San Mateo County down 1.7%. Median price August 2023 was $1.8 million versus $1.831 million a year ago. And now we have Santa Cruz County. Median home price in Santa Cruz County, $1.2 million in August 2023 versus $1.3 million in August 2022, down 7.69% year over year. Now let's take a look at Monterey County. It's the sunny spot. Monterey County, median home price, $875,000 in August 2023. That was up 6% versus August 2022 when the median price was $825,000. So as you can see, there are lots of counties where prices did not rise in August. In fact, they went down. I think a good question, though, is why did prices rise in some counties and drop in other counties? For that, let's take a look at the listing inventory. Check out these charts right here. Let's start again by looking at Santa Clara County. Santa Clara County ended August 2023 with just 685 homes for sale. A year ago, at that time, there were 1,323 homes for sale, or 48% fewer homes for sale this August compared to last August. And in that market, we had that 13% increase in sale prices. Let's go on down south and take a look at Santa Cruz County, which ended August 2023 with 273 homes for sale versus August of 2022 when there were 303 homes for sale. So that's a very small decrease in inventory, only about a 9.9% drop in inventory, but that still did result in a 7.7% drop in prices. So while inventory was lower in Santa Cruz this year versus a year ago, it was only a bit lower, but we still did have a price drop rather than a price increase. Now let's go down to Monterey County, which, as you remember, saw a 6% year-over-year price increase. Well, Monterey ended August with just 355 single-family homes for sale versus 503 single-family homes for sale a year ago. That is a drop of 29.4% of inventory. And again, that goes a long way to explain why there was a 6% year-over-year increase in prices in Monterey. I think what the numbers are showing us is that there is a very tight correlation between the amount of supply, the amount of homes for sale, and the sale prices that we're seeing. When there has been a significant drop in inventory, we do in fact see a significant increase in prices. And when we see a little bit of a drop in inventory, we still see a little bit of a drop in prices, which I would attribute to that increase in interest rates affecting the amount of money that people are able to pay for homes in those areas. Now, obviously, this is not like an expansive view at all markets, at all market segments. This is just a spot check of the areas where I do most of my business. But I'm pretty sure if we were to look at other counties and see what happened with their price ranges and their amount of inventory, that we would see the very same pattern. What's going on right now in the market is that there is a very delicate balance between supply and demand, and it's actually, in most markets, it's way out of balance, right? There is very little supply and there's still decent demand, but really the distinguishing factor isn't the strength of the demand, which is good, but it is tempered by those high interest rates, but really it is that lack of supply which is keeping prices up, and in some cases keeping prices rising up. And that is why I tell prospective sellers, don't worry about the fact that interest rates are so much higher than they were 18 months ago. The fact is that supply is much, much lower than it was 18 months ago, and it is very much tilting the market in favor of sellers and keeping this a very tight, strong seller's market while we maintain the current imbalance of supply versus demand. Someday that's going to change. Someday there will be more inventory available, and when that does happen, you can expect that we will see a drop in prices unless we also see some other stimulus, like, for example, a drop in the mortgage interest rate. If we did see a drop in the mortgage interest rate, that would presumably allow buyers to pay higher prices and bring more buyers into the market. In other words, it would juice demand, and that would help correct a weakening of the supply versus demand balance, which is right now working to keep those prices so very high. All right, that's all I have for this video. I hope I did make some sense, and I hope you did find it useful and informative. And if it did make sense and you did find it useful and informative, I'm guessing you might also enjoy some of these videos over here. These are some of the most popular videos here on my YouTube channel, so please do check those out. And also, I would love it if you would give me a like, and if you would subscribe to my channel as well, that would be fantastic. All right, thank you so very much for watching. I truly, truly do appreciate it. And please, stay tuned.